Hi, guys. I'm back from seeing Twisters, and the OG's still the best. I still had fun, but I will continuously watch Twister on repeat because the original and The Mummy, those are two of my favorite movies of all time. Anyway, so I've stayed off of all social media so I could sit here and watch it without getting spoiled. So let's enjoy the rest of our watch through.
We return to the chamber where Cassida looks and says, I am so grateful. You've come here. Heard my prayers?
Yes.
I've, of course, had to keep it a profound secret. The Magistry of Aor, the Guard, the Ministry of Intention, all of them would... just for bringing these machines to a hospital, I could be executed, let alone. But they need me. They have needed me. They need my research. They need what I can do desperately. And I've been careful enough to cordon off so that they don't have every missing piece. Not yet.
Reach a hand out to her. It's amazing what you've done here.
How did you get into the city? How did you get past the Latimus Princeps, the Obtenebrator, it was all supposed to keep you out?
We've been here for a while. And we knew we had to come here.
The gods haven't been seen in decades. You knew?
Yes.
Half a century ago, you knew?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we've known all forever.
The plans you'll make when time is infinite. What's 30 years of living a mortal life if it gets you past the Latimus Princeps, my god?
30 years in a mortal life. It's quite wonderful.
You see she looks at her son, and she looks at her Arcadia and says, are you, Arcadia, were you aware that this? And you see Arcadia is like, I'm helping. And you see that Cassida goes, this is truly unbelievable.
Hi, and I've been here the whole time.
Do you know what I have been doing?
No. What have you been doing?
I've been brought into the heart of the Magistry. They don't know that I am of true conviction. I am part of a council of wizards. We are developing something and have been in secret for some time. And they don't know what I'm doing to it.
Oh, she's sabotaging it or they would have been done by now.
There is a creation that is effectively completed. It has not been tested yet. We're preparing to test it tomorrow. I've been one of several departmental heads spearheading a project known as the Factorum Malleus.
Okay.
That is actually why we are here.
You were aware of it, or you feared it?
What a question.
I understand. Yes. Hey, listen, culturally, there are many proud mages here, and I am certain that the weapon, if it fell into their hands, would be terrifying. But I am part of a small, secret coterie of Archmagi within the city. We are known as the Society of Primes, and we are developing this, and my research has been instrumental, and there are blocks placed into the Factorum Malleus by myself and the Society. We can help you win. That has been my dream. We can end this war. I've been very careful. This is a miracle that you are here. If we could...
It is a miracle that you are here. I reach out and I just hug her.
She hugs you back and says, this has been my dream.
Laura's
the ancient
face.
legends, the schism, time and time again, you have had to come and defend us from primordials, from betrayers, over and over and over again.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
We are finally at the threshold where we can join you side by side.
Fucking great. Oh, man, I love it. Oh, yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
And we are going to move from here.
I like that you hugged her thinking it was something awesome and you're like, oh no.
Okay.
I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna kill your brother.
I'm gonna. Yes.
I got you.
Tight.
I got you something.
About that.
Incredible. You see regal landscape, brutalist, intense, gray architecture of Aor. Under this flat stone overhang, there is what looks to be a magisterial building. You see the emissary, images of mortal mages holding scales. At the edge of the military square, there is also a small tree planted in the ground. You haven't seen any civic plants since you've been here. And you see a family of birds. It's like a nest in there. You're at the very top of the city. The real shit is going to be buried down the long broomstone elevator shaft. But you see an onyx pinnacle, a central spire of glassy, jet black volcanic stone. And you can feel the pulsing ripples, right? If that latimus princeps, that thing that you passed through in the airship, is like a force field, this is almost more like ripples across a pond that just obscures. At its center point, it is almost creating visible shadow.
How far away are we from the tree? I don't like it here. I am trying to just take in this space.
Yeah.
It is uncomfortable, and I'm baffled by this.
You walk over. You see in the base of the tree are the words, "A gift of the golden scythe." One of the little birds in the nest wakes up,
Keep making your mouth
bows its head
noises.
in reverence.
Funny man.
There are more trees, though, somewhere.
Very few. More engines, more buildings, more loud buzzing things and humming things and rattling things and breaking things.
I look around.
A small frigate skyship moves over the tram station, hits a spotlight. You see it has one of these big arcane bulbs on top with this loop of brightly shining material within. And within that bulb, you see that it is enchanted with some kind of divinatory magic, maybe a see invisibility or something like that.
Of course.
Very quietly, I reach into my pocket, because my miracles are small.
Yeah.
And I find that the remnants of that apple core that I've been eating, and I spend a key point. Actually, I don't even need to do a key point, do I? I am just going to squeeze it until there is no life left in it. Use that to breed some maggots in that dead, rotting core. And I'm going to grind, and I'm just going to drop the remnants of that apple in the nest, quietly.
And you see that one of the birds hops on a branch, softly, not en masse, one or two at a time.
The maggots will drop into the soil and feed the tree quietly as well.
Mother.
How deep are your roots, child?
Deeper than they think. They believe they make walls, but they make only nets. There are always holes for life to find.
They will know how little of you it takes to break a wall.
The birds begin to sing. It is not only humans that worship. And you hear the ground breaking as roots spread from this tree towards the base of the onyx pinnacle. And you see that the tree opens its roots as the soil sinks down into rock and rubble. The tree moving and pushing apart wide enough for you to slip inside.
So sick. I love Brennan so fucking much. So much.
Unnatural light, warped steel, endless stone. But there is a symphony of rats and birds and vermin, life unending in this place. Zaharsh wallows in after you. Tashar looks and says, "You bringing up the rear, or am I?" "After you." "Makes sense. Someone stab you in the back is the same as the front, no?"
She bares her teeth, but I know what Mother sees in her.
"Hate to be on the mission with the couple." And who knew the Runer had jokes? Runer's got jokes.
Jesus. Yeah.
Very close to something that is hidden in the gut of this powerful pinnacle.
I feel it. I do not understand it.
Understand it? It troubles us. There's nothing more beautiful than to destroy the things we don't understand.
Ooh. Ooh.
Even when we were family, you scared me.
Good.
Okay. But how fun is it that he says that? Yet not too long ago, we were told we were in a place where they tried to kill a story because they were scared. It's so funny. It's the little things that amuse me. The little thoughts.
Maybe all that time ago I make a mistake, huh?
Here's to another one.
And she cleaves a hole in the pipe and peels it apart and moves through it.
Love it.
We're gonna move back to the Ars Elysia.
I love it. I love it. There's so much shit happening.
We're supposed to be the one of the 1-2 punch. I know. We gotta get those fucking balls.
I know, man.
No, we're just healing.
Yeah.
Having a great time healing, meeting the woman who's creating the Factora Malleus.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Open wide. Boss's pocket. And opens into a hidden chamber. Hovering here, looking cagey and horrified and partially wounded, still bleeding, is this planetar. Those that command me tossed aside their scepter of command. Tossed aside their very ideals, values. I followed my commander here.
And who is your commander?
Is the Solar Acastriel. And here speaks one of the names that you know as one of the Dawnfather's lieutenants.
Why are you here?
Mortal form, I suppose generous, in the body of a construct. And I suppose that it is not your first time wearing mortal form. After all, these rules and edicts are not for you, are they? And never were. What binds you that so binds us?
Oh dear. You're getting angry now.
He's so angry.
I have been angry. Us marching to war over and over and over again for those that cannot die and seem unwilling to kill each other. What stayed the hands of the gods? What called truce between you and the... What did you think would happen when word spread throughout the
Ashley's
celestial ranks?
face is always such a journey.
That we would wait for slaughter to commence again? After the threat to you and you alone had been destroyed? I find you sickening. And you see here that a little bit of fire moves around the edge.
And we're still in my domain, right?
Yeah.
So as I sort of open my hands,
The come as command.
the skin begins to almost thread its way towards my fingers and trying to almost take the anger out of the situation. Yeah, it'll be +5, so actually not even 15, that's mine.
Don't take it! It's mine! Please don't take it. It was supposed to be right. Sealing the betrayers. Putting them in the shadows again. I have slain devils for a century, thinking it was right, and then one day I am told to sheathe my sword. And a Castriel comes to those of us who wonder why. It's a war to us. To them, it is a squabble. Why did you make all of this? When you knew that you were hurting this world, why didn't you just leave?
Oh.
And you know, sometimes I even ask myself, why are we doing this? Now hear me, and hear me very, very carefully. This threat, this thing that threatens us, will soon threaten you. And there will be no end. At least with us. There is some form of control.
If you wanted to make us to serve the gods, you should not have made us good. And the Planetara falls to the ground, dead.
Does it have a soul?
Amazing.
Yes.
Can I eat it?
Speak with the dead.
Oh my god.
I love you, Laura Bailey. I love you, Laura Bailey. We love you, Mother.
Laura, could you describe your real character who
Yes.
meets Garathrin as he attempts to leave this world?
Yes.
Enormous.
Mother.
He sees towering over him a black dress, feathers in the air, and a white mask over my face. Outstretched beyond me is thousands, countless golden threads stretching out into infinite. And I reach down
Mother is mothering. I have goosebumps.
with my pointed finger and touch his face.
Look at the goosebumps.
You are a child. So sad. Do you think I do not understand the sorrow of responsibility?
I did not know. And fluttering of raven's wings, golden threads. There is too much power here for him to resist. I believed that I was right, but I don't know what to believe here. Beyond the threads, there's so much darkness, and I'm scared.
Stay with me, child. I'll keep you safe.
I don't know what happens to us when we die. Do you?
You can be at peace. But first, your commander. Tell me where they are.
A hidden passage for artificers to maintain the engines, the base of Aor. Reachable only through these hidden passages. The Factorum Malleus. Any attempt to pass through the elevators without the passcodes will trigger the protocol. There is a dragon that they have enlisted in their service. Y'all thought when I said 20th level it was going to be a fucking cakewalk?
I thought we were here to discuss our feelings.
Yeah, you can do that with some legendary actions coming down over the top, right?
Thought there would be a zip line.
Castriel, I believe, is delivering information that he has gleaned about the plan. I believe he knows that the gods walk in mortal form and knows that that would bypass the most potent protections that Aor has. If that news is given to them, then they will move and move quickly. If they believe that gods can walk in their city and walk in their city at this very moment, they will not wait to unleash it. We arrived at the Ars Elysia, the meeting place between him and those that would ferry him down below. He left the bar about 20 minutes before you arrived. He mentioned something before he left, an Aormaton meant to copy in your mortal avatar. You guessed this before. You knew that the Achilles heel of Aor and of human mages in general is their greed.
Yep.
There is no world where 24 copies of this research exist. There's got to be a central point where that research is kept so that it can be guarded and protected and not disseminated. And part of the protocol has to be that it moves from there and is scribed in the moment to these 24 orbs and sent. That's the bottleneck. That's the breaking point.
Do not be scared of what's beyond. And I do not judge you for your life's choices.
And all of that knowledge comes flooding to Emira.
Tell him everything.
What? Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
I tell you everything.
Hello?
Incredible. So I think in this moment, you all surge forward. Oh, there's a lot of shit going on. So here's what I'm gonna say right now. I'm gonna go get a battle map, and I need you two to roll initiative.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Get on
Us?
Okay.
Oh, look at this map.
Little map.
Oh, the turtle. Oh, no.
Oh my gosh, is that our spiky tort?
Look at him.
Spiky turtle, nasty boy. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative. Yeah, I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative. The pipe bursts, and rushing through this vent, you are able to leap out through this place, moving into this central engine. Two massive spell guard constructs bar your way, and you see a mage towards this pool of inky shadow in the back. As this massive engine hums, you get a sense that if that archmage gets their turn, that that will be quite bad.
He dashes for the mage.
This guy's gonna get a swing on you over here. You see that the construct goes, "You're not given passage to enter." This huge steel sword connects with your rocky form and clangs off, chipping the steel.
Sycamore seeds in each hand turn into these massive steel-bladed axes. Hurl the blade.
And there is one rune on your axe written in the language of the gods, which just means denial. As though they had written 1,000 pages of petition to some divine judge to be able to warp reality and got a one-word response. No. Whew, that's a hit.
On the strike, ensnare him and draw him essentially into grapple, where he's pulled into the maelstrom of these cutting stones, and I'm essentially chewing him alive.
Incredible.
I love.
23
Squishy
points of
wizard. Go.
damage. Boom.
That mage just cast a spell, correct?
Yes, he did.
Within 5 feet?
Within 5 feet.
Yes.
So I've got Mage
Yeah,
Slayer.
Slayer.
Great, go ahead and make your attack. Let's do it.
Do it.
You're awesome, man.
We gotta be there for
28.
our buddies.
That is definitely gonna do it.
My dearest, flying through the air. Fly down, go in and see where they've gone through the tunnel flying.
I would say that's a bit of a stretch unless we hadn't just done a whole scene about birds finding this tree. So I think that's exactly.
We've got people.
I think your raven literally hears like two small finches come along either side and bend it towards this tree.
Had a death. I feel imbued with extra power. I'm going to cast Arcane Gate. And in front of me, put one. And in that room, through Dearest's eyes, I'm gonna put the other.
Fuck yes, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Say it again.
What
I wasn't listening.
No. What does the
look
gate look like? Is there a physical appearance to this portal?
Golden threads kind of stretch out from inside Amira's robes, and it opens up golden as these feathers kind of burst from the edges of it. I step through.
Boom! You step through. Salaha, it is your turn.
Okay, so we're now in the space, right?
Yeah, I'll say that you two can. This guy doesn't have. You can tell me where you want to put the gate.
Just to kind of clarify that the scribe is beneath this.
Is beneath this.
Beneath
room.
this. So there's this big engine here. You think that the scribe is
We
down
need to get
underneath.
underneath
So
this room.
I'm going to then.
You kind of
use-
realize in your arcane construction of it, you're like, oh, they put the big broadcast system under their hide everything.
dimension door.
Hell yes. You are both slightly nauseous. I'm just going to say that right now. It's like, whoa, that's a lot of teleporting.
What do you mean? They
Incredible.
were
So
like,
yeah, moving through, you see like
Puts things on the board, instantly takes them all.
yeah, you both, yeah, so emissary, you're like, you got help. No, you don't. And both of you appear under this spinning dome. The bottom of this sort of rotating helixing engine arrives at a number of like articulated mechanical arms that are magically powered. You see there's sort of light coming from their base. The arms are articulated almost like the keys of a typewriter. So they're like moving across the orb as it spins. And you see at the base of those articulated joints, there is, with a huge spherical body that is sort of set into the ground and a saucer-like wide head with a band oculus. So its eye is like a strip that goes all the way around this saucer-like head, is this massive aormaton. In its spherical body, there are numerous openings that have rotating sheets of parchment. You do have a feature that is quite potent here called Clockwork Cavalcade. As you appear, turns and goes, oh, this area is off limits.
I am baffled.
Clockwork Cavalcade, I'm looking at it and it says that you summon basically mechanical spirits, like the souls of like aormatons. The spirits can restore up to 100 hit points. Any damaged objects entirely in the cube are repaired. Every spell of 6th level or lower ends on creatures and objects of your choice in the cube.
Oh.
Is there magic here?
Oh, remarkable.
So much.
Yes, this is all magic.
But what you end up seeing, my eyes go purple. And suddenly, this
Mouth
massive
noises.
force of magic just dispels, and you see these arms come through, kind of grab onto what this aormaton is, and just wrench it into me. And it's like, mission complete. And you just see me go, oh my.
Pac-Man feet?
You just fucking Kirby'd. You are able to metabolize as the knowledge enters your chest, the heart of the Archheart. You hold within you a poem so beautiful that it could convince reality to kill a god.
Oh. I got me.
Okay.
You see?
Fuck bards.
You see? I'm going to say the scribe, as all that is wrenched out, just goes like, that's proprietary. And then just sort of like, it's a full sentient being, but I think this dispelling is enough to knock an aormaton unconscious. Incredible turn, gang! On our poor Archmage, who really should have
Stayed home today.
known better than to use their reaction.
The quickest entrance and exit from a fight I've ever seen.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
You see Zaharsh looks up and just goes, you'll die in silence. Shh. And all noise leaves the room.
Love.
A 16 or higher on the die, they're counterspelling. Roll number 1. 5. That is not going to do it.
Okay.
Last chance to counter this silence spell, otherwise it's going to get really nasty. That is a 3.
Okay.
Oh, this is so bad, buddy.
Yo.
Silence is the best
It's a-
fucking
That day.
fuck off for any magic user.
This mage capable of casting 9th level spells
Yeah.
The MVP.
is going to make an athletics
The
check.
MV port.
Because that's all this motherfucker can do.
Yeah.
So you need to beat a 17 to keep him from breaking the grapple.
4 or more.
Oh my god.
Oh, hilarious.
So unbelievably, this scrawny little archmage, who cannot cast any fucking spells, has to use a full action to get away. Oh shit! No, you would get an attack of opportunity as the mage uses movement to leave. So you can go ahead and take an attack.
But
Hit him!
Was that
him!
reaction on the shield?
Oh yes, you've used your reaction on your turn, so yours will reset on your next initiative.
Got it.
It's so.
Well, I'm gonna do it to him, so I gotta do it to
Yeah,
us.
it's also so fucked up because Nick doesn't play like this much 5e and is already a master, like, master rules adjudicator. I'm like, that's sick, man. Absolutely. Misty steps and vanishes, but you know the spell. It's got to be 30 feet somewhere. You are in a hospital.
Every one of us is in this telepathic link.
Including the betrayers. Everybody.
The whole
Sick.
fam.
The whole fam. Okay, you got it.
We're getting the band back together.
Okay, so in that case, there's a little smell of brimstone, and Milo is standing in the room.
I will look at Milo and Arcadia.
Milo says, "A man of the cloth," and you see that Arcadia looks and says, "I have not physically seen the location." You see Cassidy says, "Where are you trying to get to right now?" The Obtenebrator.
The Obtenebrator.
Tenebrator.
I believe in miracles. Time to go full traitor. And she casts teleport and is going to teleport you into this room right now.
We got betrayer gods, we got betrayer mortals, we got...
Exactly. Okay.
Being the orb, that's all I can sort of go on at this point, and I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on it.
Okay.
Hell yes, go for it.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Good luck, Sarah and Bay. Everybody to arm pump for Ashley for Lex. Good juju fingers. Good juju.
Natural 20.
Hey, look at that!
Wow, that's exciting. I feel like that's our first one
That
of this
is.
entire.
I think
that's
so.
Oh,
I think
so.
so.
Okay.
Incredible. Roll double damage. Trist appears and
Like a
suddenly
god.
brilliant, radiant light boom, smashes into the Obtenebrator engine, boom, and not only hits it, but stays lingering, burning, radiant on every weak point within the engine, as Guiding Bolt grants advantage on the next attack, baby.
Yes. As we're moving, I reach my hand into my pocket, one of my pockets of my husband's coat, and I feel it's a slingshot that Topher has made.
I
You
love
remember
it.
when Topher hugged you very tight and must have slipped it in to the pocket of the coat.
I look at it and it has constellations carved into it, and I know that he's learned these from his Uncle Aiden. As a bonus action, I cast Blinding Smite onto this weapon.
I'm going to try and stay out of the attack range of that giant.
You're thinking about 30 feet, and you're thinking about that spell. That's an easy trick, a Misty Step. There's bubbles in that pool of shadow.
Just get that whiff of it, and I grab onto your chain as I go, and I swing back. Flipping down, spear down, and I'm looking for the bubbles, and I'm letting that thing drop directly into where I think it's gonna be.
Mage puts up a shield, and you bypass it effortlessly.
Is this all the same turn?
This is all the same.
This is insane.
20 little characters are no fucking joke. Even without sight, the breath, life always leaves a trail, and your spear thunders down and stuns, and you feel there's like bubbles, and covered in liquid shadow, a stunned body rises to the top of this pool. They are looking so bad. They are looking so bad.
Burn another key point for Flurry of Bellows. Standing on the body of the Archmage, I'm going to grab them, pick them up with a jump, throw them against the wall out of the pool, face first, and bite the throat out, and just grab it and pull.
Tendons, blood, flesh, viscera, windpipe out. Endless years of study for this Aeorian Archmage to be dragged out of the water and eaten by a predator.
From under the ground, I'm feeling powerful.
Okay.
I think it looks like it's still up.
Yeah.
And she likes to destroy things.
Yeah.
So as my action, constellations on the top of my staff will glow, and I will point at. I will also cast Guiding Light. Tashar, it's taking you that long, and I will grant her an extra attack.
We're all buddies.
We're all buddies.
Family.
It's
I've been thinking about taking community presence. Where you
yeah, I will command her. So she
Oh.
as a reaction.
Tashar looks, for a moment, seeing that you have given her the opportunity to ruin something. She thinks back, and for a moment, you're at the back of a vessel made of light, force, power, hope.
It didn't have to be this way. There's a purpose to all of us.
Severs the engine, and all of you feel the pinnacle above you begin to shake powerfully. With the engine gone, you see both of these constructs move back against the wall, standing on these sort of central runic pillars as they both shudder and disanimate, the engine destroyed.
I still
gate
have
still there?
my arcane gate is still open.
Holy shit.
10 minutes, baby.
All of you flood this place along with this mortal archmage looking around. Yes. Wind starts picking up out there in the great beyond, appearing above you, parchment thrumming in your chest. Amira, your Raven's Gate behind you in the wall. The Ars Elysia opens behind, one after another after another. You hear, in the immediate round after, you can feel teleportations, multiple teleportations beginning to manifest right here in this chamber. One round was all you fucking had. Wow. And the gate closes behind you as the Magistry of Aor discovers two constructs, a dead archmage and a broken engine with no clue how it happened.
Oh my god.
And that's all for this episode. Critical Role. We just have to ask yourselves, is it Thursday yet? One more round. Okay.
Every single moment of this episode and every act of divinity, great or small, the way it wove through the entire fucking episode is just so incredible. I'm really excited to sit down and watch the cooldown, talk with some friends, and then at the beginning of the next episode, you and I are gonna have a chit chat. I love them all. The Triss is so incredible. The Matron of Ravens coming out and just being so fucking cold and just, I could see every time Matt played her. I could see every time she talked to Vax. Like, the energy's very much that constant current of, the matron of bitches. So the Urquhart, oh my god, he's so flamboyantly perfect. It's just, he's on some bard feeling shit. But you guys, as always, have a great week. I'll see you with next week's episode, and we'll chit chat with theories. If you want to join the Discord, go down below, follow the link. Don't forget to subscribe, become a member if you haven't. I love your face, and I'll see you soon. Bye.